Okay, so Jim here and back from another amazing voyage. And I've got so much content to show you over the next 10 to 12 weeks before we head back on our next trip on Scarlet Lady. So this was on Valiant Lady, but I've done a similar deck tour to previous ones, and as before, I've just done one deck at a time. So hopefully you find this useful, dive into it. It's very quick, it's short, and I try and point out a couple of secret tips and hints around the place. And coming up, we've got in future videos, Rockstar versus Sailor. We've got long versus short videos. So there's a huge amount to cover. But if you're heading out there and you're going on a voyage, have an amazing time. And hopefully this tour of deck 6 will give you some little insights before you get on there so you don't get too lost. Okay, have a good one. So we're going to start at Extra Virgin, which is on the starboard side at the aft of the boat. Extra Virgin is the Italian restaurant. It's really good. If you haven't seen my short on the affogato cart, honestly, that is one of the best things that we've done in any of the restaurants. It's super fun. The waiters love it. Everybody else likes it. And, you know, you get these alcoholic affogatos. Excellent. Now we're heading out onto the high street. So this is the high street on the starboard side. And there's a variety of shops. Now, one of the things you'll see there is actually on Resilient Lady, just back behind us. That's where they put squid and ink. So they change it around. Valiant Lady and Resilient Lady have squid ink in different areas. So I didn't spend a huge amount of time on the high street, so I can't tell you everything about it. On the left now, you're actually seeing the Virgin shop, which is where they got all the merch from Virgin. Now on the left, you're going to start seeing the roundabout. So this is the central part of the ship. It's where At the Rocks is, where they get a lot of the live bands playing. One of the really great things to see is actually the hostess singing on one of the nights. Now this is where Squid and Ink is on Valiant Lady, different to Resilient Lady. On Resilient Lady, it's up towards the back, towards the aft, near where Virgin Lady is now. Into the casino. Again, haven't spent a huge amount of time here, so I don't know a lot about the casino. I'm told it's a fairly good casino, but not somebody else. I gamble myself. So here you can actually see the entrance to the Manor. Now this is the downstairs entrance to the Manor. It's got that really Instagrammable entrance, but there are two entrances. If you see my Deck 7 tour, which is coming out next week, and if you're watching this later than that, it's already out there, you can see you can enter the Manor from Deck 7 as well, just near the sit bar, and that gets you onto the upper deck of the Manor. And that's quite good if you want to go and see different shows. So we come to the end of the casino here. And in front of us, you can see the Red Room. This is the downstairs or Deck 6 entrance to the Red Room. Again, on Deck 7, there's also an entrance to the Red Room if you want to go and watch from the top and not actually go in the seating area. Quite a good tip for shows. Here we are at the 4 stairs. And if you've seen one of my other videos, you'll know that the stairs all have different stripes in them. So watch my 7 tips video to find out about the different stripes for the stairs. And here's the den. So this is a kind of private event space, but also another casino. It's set up at the moment for a casino on Valiant Lady. And on the other side, you can see back across here is the kind of hidden door for the smoking area, which I'm going to show you now. So it's just here. So if you want to smoke and you smoke inside, this is the smoking room for basically the smoking room for the casino. So we'll now head back down through the casino. We actually had a very funny time. We'd never played on slot machines before, so we did it for the first time. I've got no idea how it works, even though I was shown. To me, you just press the button and hope for the best. Let me know in the comments if that's wrong. I've got no idea. Back past the entrance to the Manor. And now again back onto the high street, and now we're going to have the roundabout and on the rocks on our right. So we're just going to go through on the rocks here. They do amazing cocktails here. My favorite is the Entertainer. which is like a porn star martini with a shot of champagne on the side. It's absolutely delicious. Lots of really sweet little places to hide away. And as I said before, lots of really good bands, live bands play here. But my favorite was the hostess. She did lots of different musical covers, from Wicked through to Starlight Express. So really cool, great place to sit. And also at the middle of the roundabout is where they do the wedding on Scarlet Night. And that is very fun and very funny to go and watch. Good to get a seat there and watch that. So back down the other side of the high street now. This is the port side of the high street. And you can come down here and you will find Test Kitchen. So we're heading into Test Kitchen now. And I absolutely love Test Kitchen. I know a lot of people aren't that keen on Test Kitchen, but I think Test Kitchen is a really great experience. It's, you know, just a really fun experience, especially if you haven't done a tasting menu before. So they do this amazing tasting menu. They set it up with a really nice non-alcoholic kind of hibiscus thing to start with. I'm sorry about the lights. Partly LED lights and GoPros, obviously not mixing very well. Okay, so that was Deck 7. If you found that helpful in any way, please follow, like, subscribe, all those kind of things. They're all really helpful. They let me know that I'm making something that somebody somewhere out there likes. So that's really helpful. But also, if I've missed anything, if there's other things that you love on Deck 6, let me know in the comments, because I'm just one person commenting. And if you are watching this and you've got other stuff that will help, comment below. Comment below, let others know what you would do, what I've missed on Deck 6. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. See you next week for Deck 7.